What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fit Vic, and today we are going to be talking about how to get lean. So basically, over my past videos I've really been focused on how to build muscle, how to set up a training split, and the things you could do to build more muscle. So I'm gonna go into the fat loss side of things today and talk about how to get lean, how I get lean, and what you can incorporate in your life, in your diet, to help you get lean. Because a lot of people come to YouTube, they want to know how to get lean, they want to know what they're doing wrong. So I am gonna tell you in this video how to get lean. I have my notes here. First of all, let's talk about the difference between being lean and being skinny. These are two different things. The difference between being lean and being skinny is the lean guy or girl has a good muscle base. So you need to have a good muscle base to actually be classified as lean. If you don't have a muscle base, then you're just gonna be skinny. Case in point, I'm gonna put two pictures of me, one when I was skinny and one when I was actually lean. So you're gonna see those two pictures and you can compare. In these two pictures, I'm basically at the same body fat percentage, but in one of the pictures I'm just skinny, and in the other picture I'm lean. Now, when we're talking about getting lean, this is it's simple for some people, and I get it's difficult for a lot of people, but it boils down to just three things. It boils down to your diet, it boils down to your activity level, and it boils down to your sleep, your stress levels, how good you recover, right? So I'm gonna break this down and I'm gonna tell you what you should do for every aspect of this. Now first, when we're talking about the diet, there are two things when it comes to your diet. There's the quantity of food you're eating, and then there's the quality of food you're eating. So we're gonna say the quantity of food you're eating is your calories. That's how many calories you're eating in a day. Now your calories should be lower than how much energy you expend. So basically you should be in a caloric deficit when you're trying to lose fat. When you're trying to lose fat from your body, you should be in a caloric deficit. So if, let's say, your maintenance is about 2,000 calories, then you should be eating anywhere between 1,900 to about 1,700 calories every day. Now, how do you know what your maintenance is? This is a big question that most people ask. And you will see online a lot of calculators that will tell you, oh, put in your weight, put in your height, put in this, put in that, and it'll just give you a random number. For the most part, this is bullshit. No calculator can accurately calculate how many calories you should eat to maintain your body weight. Only you know that number. So what I would say you should do, my advice would be, if you're gonna use a calculator, use the calculator and then do what the calculator says and see what happens. If you stay the same weight based on what you got from the calculator, then that's your maintenance. If you're eating for a week or 2 weeks straight, you're eating the exact same things, the calculator said eat this amount of calories to maintain your weight, that is your maintenance. So what you would do is then you would reduce a little bit of food out of that maintenance in order to lose weight. Now, if your calculator gave you a number and you were eating at that number and you were gaining weight, then that's not your maintenance. That's a surplus. So you need to eat less. If it gave you a number and you were eating that and you were losing weight, that's probably a deficit. You're already in a deficit. So you just have to know what kind of deficit you're in and just keep eating in a deficit, and you're gonna keep losing weight. The second thing is your quality, the quality of your food. Now, a 2000 calorie hamburger is not the same as a 2000 calorie, food that has like maybe rice, chicken, and vegetables. Those are two different things. Your body is not going to process the hamburger the same way it's going to process the real food. So you want to keep your diet options to healthy food, right? If you're someone that likes to eat out a lot, you should cut it down. Because this is what happens. You go to a restaurant, the restaurant doesn't care. They don't give a fuck about your calories. They don't give a fuck about, oh, I'm trying to stay lean. Do you have any lean options? No. They only care about making the food taste good. And what makes food taste good? Oil. So they're gonna put in a whole lot of oil. I've had it in restaurants. You see the food sparkling, shining, right? You can literally see your face through the food. Yes, that's a lot of oil. And how many calories do you have in oil? A tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil is 120 calories. Now imagine taking a tablespoon, and it's 120 calories, and then they take like the whole gallon and they just pour it on the food like syrup. You're not having, they might tell you on the menu, oh yeah, it's only 800 calories for this piece of steak. But in actuality, it's actually double that, because they will not calculate the amount of oil they're using. They're only going to calculate how many calories is in the steak, not what they use to cook the steak. But if you're cooking at home, you're going to be able to control how much oil you're using. You're going to be able to control whatever you're using to cook. And that's going to be healthier food, because your body is now going to utilize that food more. So you cannot just say, oh, I'm only going to eat 2000 calories, but it's 2000 calories of unhealthy food. You probably will not lose any kind of weight that way, because your body is not able to utilize the food, and a lot of the food is just empty calories and it's just unhealthy. But if you're eating healthy food and you're eating 2000 calories and that's your deficit, then you will lose weight. So try to clean up your diet, guys. There's just no way around it. Try to clean up your diet. You can have, something that you probably like to eat, but you just have to minimize it. You have to minimize it. There is no way around it. If you're trying to lose weight, you have to clean up your diet. All right. The next point is your total daily energy expenditure. Now, this is called TDEE, and what this basically means is how much energy are you expending during the day doing your regular activities. That's basically what TDEE is. And if you're trying to lose weight, this energy expenditure has to be high. It has to be higher than the food you're eating, right? So if you're someone that sits on a desk in the office, or you're someone that is on the couch all the time, you could be in a caloric deficit, but you're not burning any energy. So your body is just storing all this energy. You need to go out, you need to go for a walk, you need to go to the gym, you need to do something to actually expend that energy. And that's what's gonna keep your body burning fat. And yeah, so this too is gonna be different for everybody, right? I can sit on this chair, and while I'm talking, I'm actually burning more calories because I have muscle, right? I have a lot of muscle. Now, if you have a lot of muscle, this is easier, because muscle is like, think of muscle like a running car, right? Like let's say like a V6 engine. It's gonna be burning a lot of gas, right? The more muscle you have, the more horsepower you have. Like, it's like you have a car with more horsepower, and that's gonna be burning more gas. So if you have more muscle, you're gonna be burning more calories. just by doing the regular things that you're doing. That's why most people that look very lean are also very muscular. It's not rocket science. It's just that their body burns a lot more calories. And now you have the third thing, which is cardio. So cardio is very important for your heart health. A lot of people just go to the gym, they lift weights, they don't do any cardio. Well, if you want to lose weight, you have to be doing some type of cardio, right? This can be anything. There are basically two main types of cardio that I have here for you that you can use, but I'll tell you the advantages and disadvantages of each. There's the HIIT, which is the first one, which is high intensity interval training. So what is HIIT? HIIT is just basically you go hard for a few minutes and then you rest for a few minutes. You go hard for a few minutes and then you rest for a few minutes. This is HIIT, and you see it everywhere on the internet. Best HIIT workout. If you Google that or just type it in YouTube, you're gonna see it. Now, the advantages to this is you burn a lot of calories with HIIT. You will burn a lot of calories. But before you go start jumping on the treadmill and running miles and running sprints, the disadvantage is you will probably be burning muscle too. Because if you are in a deficit, you're trying to hold on to as much muscle as you can while losing fat. If you're doing a lot of HIIT, your body is going to be utilizing your muscle for energy. So I'll give you a case in point. Look at people that run marathons. People in the Olympics. You will not see a bodybuilder in the Olympics running a marathon. The people that run the marathons are usually very skinny. That's because their bodies are adapting to the kind of training that they do. So their bodies won't hold on to the muscle mass that they need for lifting weights or whatever it is. If you start running today and just run like a mile every day and you keep doing that, you're gonna have a pretty hard time building muscle or maintaining muscle. So that's HIIT for you. You burn a lot of calories, but you'll probably lose some muscle doing it. Now there's LISS. This is low intensity steady state cardio, and this is the perfect cardio for if you want to keep the most muscle and you want to lose fat. The only disadvantage to LISS is it might take you a lot longer to burn the same amount of calories that you would burn during a HIIT workout. So if you do like a 30-minute HIIT workout and you burn like 500 calories, to burn 500 calories doing a LISS workout, it will probably take like 3 or 4 times as long. So you're talking about 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours. Example of a LISS workout would be a LISS cardio would be just walking, going out for a walk, hiking, doing all those activities where it's more slow paced and you're not in a rush. You're just taking your time and you're just doing a regular activity. It will preserve the most muscle because you're not going to run into recovery issues like with HIIT, with LISS compared to HIIT. So that's the fourth thing. Cardio. Make sure you're doing a good amount of cardio and don't go crazy with the cardio. 2 to 3 times a week is okay. All right, make sure you focus more on weight training, and then you can do your cardio later on, because again, you need a muscle base to look lean, not looking skinny. The key is looking lean, not looking skinny. And the next point is sleep. Now when I'm talking of sleep, I'm just gonna categorize your stress levels, your rest times, whatever it is. So speaking of stress levels, When our bodies are stressed, it releases cortisol. Now cortisol is a hormone, is the stress hormone basically. And one of the effects of cortisol is your body holds on to what it has. So basically your fat cells, the fat that you should be burning, your body is going to hold on to it because you're stressed, right? That's what cortisol does. And we don't want that. So you want to keep your stress as low as possible. This is another reason why a lot of people are not losing weight. So when someone tells me, oh, I'm trying to lose weight but I can't lose weight, I ask them, what's your life like right now? What are you doing right now? Right? And that's if they say, oh my god, I work 80 hours a week, I do this, I do that, then I'm like, that's the problem. So you need to reduce your stress levels, and you need to be sleeping. You need to sleep for at least 6 to 8 hours, because a lot of processes occur in your body during sleep. I've seen a lot of people that just don't sleep. They say, oh, they want to do things at night, night, they don't sleep, and then they're up the next day and they're going about their daily activities, and then they're thinking like, why can't I get lean? It's because you're not sleeping. Your body needs sleep. So these are the 4 main things that you should know about fat loss. If you're trying to lose fat, if you're trying to lose any type of weight, if you follow these things and you do them, make small changes to your diet, eat better, increase your total daily energy expenditure, just move more, get off the couch, just move, do your cardio, and if you're trying to preserve the most muscle, stick to LISS instead of HIIT cardio, and also sleep. Make sure you're sleeping, make sure you're recovering. If you have anything that's stressing you out, make sure you take care of that, and then you end up hitting your weight loss goals. Now that's the video for today. If you guys liked it and you want to see more, click like, subscribe, leave a comment on the video. You can follow me on Instagram, and you can send me a DM if you need help or you need me to explain more about all these points. Just send me a DM on Instagram with the word muscle, and then I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, guys.